This is your X, this is your Y, this is your P, this is your M, and this is N. And O is given. A, B, and C. And this angle is of right angle. It is given. Now see, in the statement what is given. In the given figure, line XY and MN intersect at O. These two lines are going to intersect at O. If angle POY is of 90 degree, means this angle POY is of 90 degree. It is given. And ratio of these two angles, ratio of A and B is given 2:3. We have to find the angle C. In this question, we have to find the angle of C. This question, this angle we have to find. Okay, see, how are we going to start this question? Now, what is given? This figure is given. Angle POY is of 90 degree. It is given. Now, see what I am going to write here. I write here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I convert this complete figure in 5 angles. This is first angle, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay. Now, what is given? This angle is given. I use already on the board. Now, I want to use these two angles. Ratio of these two angles are given. So, right here, let angle A equal to 2x. When ratio are given, you have to suppose 2x and 3x. And angle B becomes 3x. Because it is given ratio of these two angles are 2:3. So I suppose let angle A become 2x and angle B become 3x. Now see, what is the relation between these three angles? What is the relation between these three angles? Since all the three angles are made on the single line or in a same straight line, therefore these angles are known as linear pair angles. When two or more than two angles are made on the single line, then they are known as linear pair angles. And the linear pair angle sum is equal to 180 degree because you know the straight angle, the value of straight angle is 180 degree. So this is the reason the sum of all the three angles is equal to 180 degree. So right from here, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. Sum of these three angles is equal to 180 degree. Why I write here? Reason linear pair angles, because you know the sum of linear pair angles is equal to 180 degree. Now, what is angle 1? Angle 1 is of 90 degrees. So I write here 90 degrees. What is angle 2? Angle 2 is of A. A is given 2x. So I write here 2x. What is the value of angle 3? Angle 3 is B. B is given 3x. So I write here 3x equal to 180 degrees. Okay? I write the value of angle 1. Angle 1 is given 90 degrees. So I write 90 degrees. I write the value of angle 2. Angle 2 is of A. A is given 2x. Right? Instead of angle 2, 2x. Now I'm going to write the value of angle 3. Angle 3 is of B. Value of B is given 3x. So I write here 3x. Now 2x plus 3x become 5x is equal to 180. I take this 90 from left to right. When I take any number from left to right, then it becomes positive to negative. So I write there minus 90. And you know that 180 minus 90 is again 90 is equal to 5x. I want to find the value of x. So 5 is going to denominator of 90. 5 ones are 5. 5 8s are 40. So value of x becomes 18. Okay. I want to repeat this. See, first I suppose the given two angles, angle A equal to 2x and angle B equal to 3x. After that, I mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 angles on the question. I take first three angle first. What is the relation between first three angles? They are going to form a linear pair angle. So I write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. Reason linear pair angles. And you know that the sum of linear pair angles is equal to 180 degree. So I write here 180 degree. Okay. After that, what is the value of 1? 90 degree. I write 90. What is the value of angle 2? 2x. It is written. What is the value of angle 3? 3x. I write here. 2x plus 3x, 5x. I take 90 from left to right. So this becomes positive to negative. 180 minus 90 is again 90. So value of x becomes 18 degree. Now I want to substitute this value of x in these two values. So angle A is of 2x. So this becomes 2 into 18. 18 to the 36 degree. I want to find the value of B. Angle B becomes 3x. What is given? Angle B 3x. So I write 3 into 18. 18 is a 54. So angle A becomes 36 degree. This angle becomes 36 degree. and angle B become 54 degree, and this angle become 54 degree. Okay, but in this question we have to find the angle C. I want to find the angle C. Now see, what is the relation between these two angles? See carefully. What is the relation between these two angles? Angle 3 and angle 4, again they are going to form a linear triangle because both the angles are lies on the same straight line. When two or more than two angles are going to lies on the same straight line, then they are known as linear triangle. So relation between these two angles is again linear triangle. So right here, angle 3 plus angle 4 equal to 180 degree. Reason linear triangle. Again, these two are angle linear triangle. Now value of angle 3 is given. Value of angle 3 is 54. So write 54 degree. What is the value of angle 4? Angle 4 is given C. So instead of angle 4, I want to write C. I write angle C equal to 180 degree. I take this number 54 from left to right. So this becomes positive to negative. So value of C becomes 180 minus 54. C 180 minus 54. 10 minus 4, 6. What is left? 7. 7 minus 4, 2. What is left? This becomes 126 degree. This is the answer of this question. I hope it is clear to all. If you have any doubt, better, then send me message. I want to repeat it. I want to ask some students also. Whose question is this one? This question is from Shia. So I want to ask from Shia first. Shia, I have unmuted you, beta.
Yes, sir.
Clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Clear. Thank you.
Okay, beta. I'm going to solve next question. Next question. Question number 4. Question number 4. Okay. Now read the statement from your book. What is given in question number 4? Read the statement, beta. Read the statement from your book. What is given in question number 4? I'm going to solve question number 4 of exercise 6.1. So right here, question number 4, exercise 6.1. This is the doubt asked from the student. Now I want to draw the figure. In this figure, the figure is this line and this line. X, Y, Z, and W. And this is AC. This is C. And this is B. And this A and this is B. This is the figure. Okay, what is given in this figure? I want to write on the board. This is the figure of question number 4. What is given? If X plus Y equal to W plus Z. This one is given in the question. That sum of these two values is equal to W plus Z. Then prove that. In this question, we have to prove that angle AOB is a straight line. Is a straight line means I want to prove that it is equal to 180 degree. When it is asked prove that this is a line, it means we have to prove that this angle is 190 degree. If we prove that the angle, any angle is 180 degree. 180 degree means straight angle. Straight angle means it is a straight line. It's going to represent straight line. It means I have to prove this angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. If I prove this angle is 180 degree, it means it is automatically become a straight line. Okay, beta? Now I want to solve this question. See how I start. I want to number the question again. I write here 1, 2, 3, 4. How many angles are there? 4 angles are there. I want to show the relation between these 4 angles. See, when I combine these all the angles, what is the relation between all the 4 angles? I want to show the relation between all the 4 angles first. See, when I combine all the angles, then they form a circle. When I complete total, add 1, 2, 3, I add all the 4 angles, then they make a circle. And you know, the degree of circle is 360 degree. Why 360 degree? Because it is a complete angle. It is known as complete angle. If I halve the angle, if I halve the circle, then it becomes D. D means 180 degree. D means 180 degree. And when I complete this, 180 plus 180 becomes 360 degree. Circle means when all the angles become form a circle, it means they are going to form a 360 degree. This is known as complete angle. Okay? These four angles are going to make complete angles. So I want to use this to solve this question. Okay, I want to start. How many angles are there? Four angles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 360 degree. What I write here? Complete angle. Complete angle. Now I am going to write the value of angle 1. What is given? Angle value of angle 1 is x. So write here x. What is the angle of 2? Y. Angle 2 is given y. Angle 3 is given z. Angle 4 is given w equal to 360 degree. Okay? Is it clear, beta? I take the sum of all the four angles. When I take the sum of all the four angles, then they form a circle, and circle become complete angle. This is the reason I take all the sum is equal to 360 degree. Reason I return complete angle. Now value of angle is given x, 2 is y, 3 is z, and w 4 is z. So I write x, y, z plus w. Now in this question it is given. What is given? X plus y is equal to w plus z. This is given in your question. So I want to use this equation number 1. So I write there from 1. I want to use equation number 1. What is given? In this equation, it is given x plus y. These two angles are equal to w plus z. It means instead of x plus y, I want to write w plus z. Okay, beta? In equation number 1, what is given? X plus y is equal to w plus z. It means instead of x plus y, I can write w plus z. So I want to write instead of x plus y, w plus z, because it is given in the question. So I write here w plus z. And what is left? Z plus w is equal to 360 degree. Now see, w plus w, 2 times of w, z plus z, 2 times of z equal to 360 degree. Now what is common between these two? See, what is common between these two? 2 is common. So I want to take 2 common from this. When I take 2 common, what is left? W plus z. So write here w plus z equal to 360 degree. I want to find the value of w plus z. So I take these two from left to right, since it is going to multiply. So when I take from left to right, this is going to divide 360 degree. When it divides 360 degree, then it becomes 180 degree. And w plus z is equal to 180 degree. Now I want to check where these two angles are lies. See on the board. W is written here, that is written here, and this becomes B O A. This angle is W angle is B O D. And right, this will be B O D, and angle Z represent D O A. D O A. When I'm going to add these two angles. This becomes B O A. So instead of these two angles, I can write B O A or angle AOB. Meaning of these two are same. When angle AOB is equal to 180 degree, it means this is going to represent straight line. When it is going to represent straight line, it means AOB is a line. This is the reason I write here AOB as a line, because this is going to represent angle of straight angle. Straight angle means 180 degree angle. When it is going to represent straight angle, it means it is lies on the straight line. This is the reason I will write here AOB as a line. Okay, beta? Clear? Whose question is this one? Again, I think this question asked by Shia. So I want to ask again from Shia. Shia, is it
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, beta. I am to solve next question. Shia, mute yourself, beta.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I am to ask from. Now I am to solve question number 4. Question number 2 is done. Question number 4. Now question number 5. Now I am to solve question number 5. Read the statement from your book, beta. What is given? Question number 5. I want to solve. Read the statement from your NCERT book. Now I want to solve which question? 2 done, 4 done. Question number 5. Question number 5. Exercise 6.1. Now see what is given. What is given in this question? In the figure POQ, again figure is given. Now, read the statement beta. What is given in this figure? POQ is a line. This is a line. It means they are going to form a linear angle because this is a line. POQ is a line. RQ, ray OR. This is OR. This is ray OR. OR is perpendicular to line PQ. When this ray is perpendicular to this line, it means they are going to make 90-degree angle. So perpendicular means right angle. It is given OR is perpendicular on POQ. When it is perpendicular, it means this angle is 90-degree and its left angle is also 90-degree. And its left angle is also 90-degree. 90 plus 90, 180-degree. It is written. This is a line. 90 plus 90, 180-degree. PO is line, therefore 90 plus 90 equal to 180-degree. Now, OS is another ray laying between ray OP and OR. There is another ray OS which is going to laying between these two angles, OP and OR. Prove that. In this question, we have to prove that angle ROS is equal to half angle QOS minus angle POS. This is the question. Okay. In this question, I want to prove that angle ROS equal to half angle QOS minus POS. Now see how I want to start this question. This is very simple question. See how I want to start. Solution. Arrive here solution. I want to take this angle first. I want to start this angle. What is written? QOS. It is written QOS. I take this QOS first. Now check where is this QOS. QOS. I want to name the angle again. Starting with 1, 2, and 3. 3 angles are there. This is first, this is second, this is third. 3 angles are there. Okay. Now QOS. I want to check how many angles are there. In QOS, how many angles are there? This is line QOS. This means this complete angle. How many angles are there? Angle 1 and angle 2. What is the name of angle 1? QOR. So I can write QOR plus second angle. Name of second angle is ROS. So I write here ROS. Okay, beta. Can I write QOS in the sum of these two angles? First I take QOR. After that ROS. Because sum of angle 1 plus 2 is QOS. Okay. Now, in these two angles, whose value is given? QOR value is given. So I write here 90-degree. And the value of ORS is not given. So I write here ROS. Now, QOS. I want to take this angle from right to left. When I take this angle from right to left, this positive angle becomes negative. So I write here QOS minus ROS equal to 90-degree. I take it number 1. I want to repeat it better. See how I start. I take this angle first. QOS, I write. Now this is QOS. QOS is the sum of angle 1 plus 2. Angle 1 name is QOR and ROS. So I write here QOR and ROS. In this question, the value of QOR is given 90-degree. So I write instead of QOR 90-degree, this is going to remain as it is because value of ORS is not given. So I write ROS same. Now what I do? I take this ROS from right side to left side. When I take this ROS from right to left, then this positive angle become 90. So this become QOS minus ROS equal to 90. I take it number equation number 1. Clear, beta? Now see, I want to solve its second part. Now in second part, I want to take these two angles. What is the name of these two angles? ROP. What is the name of these two angles? See, angle 2 plus angle 3. Again 90-degree. So I write here angle ROP. I write here angle ROP. How many angles are there in angle ROP? Angle 2 plus 3. Angle 2 is there, angle 3 is there. It means ROP is sum of these two angles. What is the name of these two angles? Second angle name is ROS. So can I write here ROS? And what is the name of third angle? POS. I write here POS. Okay, beta. I take this angle ROP. I write here ROP. Now this angle having two angles between them. So I take the sum of two angles is equal to ROP. So write here ROS plus POS. Now, whose value is given? The value of ROP is given, which is equal to 90 degrees, because this is a perpendicular line. It means if it is 90 degree from right, it is also 90 degree from left. Okay, so this angle is also ROP is 90 degree. So write here 90 degree is equal to ROS plus POS. I take it number 2. I take it number 2. Now two equations are there. I want to write this equation here. I write ROS plus sign is there. POS equal to 90 degree. This is my second equation. Now I want to compare these two equations. Now I write here from first and second. Now see, in the given two equation, right hand side is equal. If right hand side of any two equations are equal, it means their left hand side is also equal. Okay, beta. When right hand side of any two equation is equal, it means their left hand side is also equal. Since these two equations having its right hand side equal, therefore I want to make their left hand side is also equal. What is written in the left hand side? QOS minus ROS equal to, in the ROS plus POS is given, so their left hand side are also equal. I make both the left hand side equal. Now what I want to do, I want to separate ROS. I take this ROS from left side to right side. When I take from left side to right side, this becomes negative to positive. So this becomes ROS plus ROS. What is left? QOS. I take this number, this angle POS from right to left. When I take right to left, this becomes positive to negative. So I write here POS. Okay, clear beta here? Now see, ROS plus ROS, 2 times of ROS. ROS plus ROS become 2 times of ROS. What is left here? QOS minus POS. Now I want to take these two from left to right. When I take left to right, this multiplication number become in the division of this number. So what is the answer? Answer become ROS is equal to, this 2 is going to divide this 2 value. So this become half angle QOS minus POS. And this is you have to do. Check what you have to do. Angle ROS equal to half angle QOS minus POS. This is on your board. I hope it is clear now. Okay, beta. If you have any doubt, send me message. I want to repeat it. Otherwise, I want to start next exercise 6.2. Send me message, beta, if you have any doubt in this question. Sir, explain last step. Sukhnur. Okay, beta, I want to explain. Sukhnur, I want to last step again, beta. See, this is the last step. See, what I do, I take this ROS separate. I want to make these two angles separate. First, from equation 1 and 2, make them equal. I make them equal. After that, what I do, I take ROS separate, because in my question, I have to take ROS separate. Okay? For looking the question, I make ROS separate. For this, I take this value ROS from left side to right side. When I take this value ROS from left to right, this become negative to positive. Okay, now ROS plus ROS become 2 times of ROS. Okay, now I take this value POS from left to right, so this value become positive to negative. Now this is the final answer. Now, and in this question you have to find the value of ROS only. When I find the value of ROS, it means I want to take this 2 from left to right. This is the multiple number. When any multiple number go from right to left, then it move into the denominator of the other number. When I take this number from right to left, then it goes the denominator of this number. This can be written as 1 by 2 and QORS US, and it is equal to become ROS. So answer become ROS half QOS minus US. This is the answer. Okay, beta. Send me message Sukhnur if you okay, beta. Shriya, you want to ask something more? Now, Shriya, where is Shriya? Yes, Shriya, I have unmuted, beta.
Sir, please tell over there where you have written angle ROP is equal to angle ROS plus POS. So, sir, how 90 has came over there? Can you tell once?
Which one? Repeat your question. Repeat your question.
Sir, where over there you have written angle ROP is equal to ROS plus POS. So over there, how 90 has come?
How 90 come? Okay.
Yes, sir.
On this line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, what is given in the question? Check your figure, beta. You see your figure? In the figure, it is given that OR. This OR, beta, this OR line is perpendicular upon PO. This OR ray is perpendicular upon PO. When it is perpendicular, it means this is going to make 90-degree angle. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
From left and from right also 90 degree. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
So ROP become 90 degree. This is the reason instead of ROP I write 90 degree.
Okay, sir.
Since this perpendicular is going to make 90 degree angle.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yourself. Now I want to solve next question, beta. I want to start exercise 6.2. Sanpreet, I want to unmute, beta. I have unmute. Sanpreet.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, beta. Ask your problem, beta.
Sir, I'm having doubt in question 6 of exercise 6.2.
6.2. Beta, I written on the board, beta. After that, I will to solve question number 5 and question number 6 of 6.2. Okay, beta?
Okay, sir.
After question number 5, I want to solve question number 6. Any doubt in this question, beta, Sanpreet?
No, sir.
Beta. Now I want to remove this question from board. I want to start exercise 6.2. From exercise 6.2, I want to start question number 5. Read the statement from your book, beta. What is given in question number 5? After that, I want to solve question number 6 of exercise 6.2. Read the statement from your book. What is given in question number 5 of exercise 6.2? Now, question number 5. Okay, beta. Now see what is given in the question number 5. First, I want to draw the figure. This is the figure of this question. This question is again very important question. Okay? And very simple also. Important question and very simple also. A, B. And this is C and this is D. This is P, Q and R. Angle this is given 127 degree. Here it is given Y and this angle is given 57 degree. And here value of this angle is X. Now read the statement, beta. What is given in this statement? Read the statement. In this question, it is given that in the given figure, from this figure, if AB is parallel to CD, means these two lines are given parallel. This line AB and CD are parallel to each other. Now, after that, angle APQ is of question number 5, this one. Okay, I write, oh, this is 50 degree. Okay, this is given 50 degree angle. After that, angle PRD. PRD is given 127 degree. Okay. After that, in this question, we have to find the value of X and Y. This is your question. Okay. In this question, we have to find the value of X and Y. Now, see what is given. Two lines are parallel, and you know the properties of the parallel lines. Between the two parallel lines, which type of angles are made? Between two parallel lines, there are alternate angle, corresponding angle, and coincident angles are there. I want to explain first. Now, see, angle 1, 2, 3, 4. I write here A, B, C, D. Since this line L is parallel to M, and this is the transversal line going to intersect them, then they make 8 angles. And the relation between some of them are alternate angles, some of them are corresponding angles, and some of them are coincident angles. Now, I want to explain alternate angle. Alternate angles are made on the left or right, both the side. If one angle is right side, it means second angle is going to rise in the left of the side, left side of the this ray. This angle 2 is on the right side. It means its alternate angle is going to rise in the left side. Left side I want to check. This is the exterior angle. Which one is the exterior angle? So angle 2 and angle D are alternate exterior angle. Okay? Both the angles are exterior of the figure. So these two angles are known as alternate exterior angle. And what is the interior angle? This is the interior angle. This is going to rise in the right side. So it means their alternate angle is going to rise their left side. If this is right side, its value is going to rise in the right side. In right side, it is given angle A. So angle 4 is equal to angle A. This is alternate interior angles and this is alternate exterior angles. Okay? I want to explain corresponding angle. What is the meaning of corresponding angle? Corresponding angles are lies in the same straight line. One is the interior and other is exterior. Suppose I want to find the angle of 2. Corresponding angle of 2. What is the corresponding angle 2? This is lies in the right side. It means its corresponding angle is also going to lies in the right side. If it is exterior, then it is going to interior. So angle 2 and angle B are going to represent corresponding angles. Okay? I want to start this question. Since these two lines are given parallel, AB and CD are given parallel. So what is the relation between angle 1 and angle 2? What is the relation between angle 1 and 2? See, one is the left, another is right, and both are the interior. It means they are going to make alternate interior angles. So question starts from here. Since AB is parallel to CD, therefore angle 1 and angle 2, angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. What is the reason? These are alternate interior angles. This is the reason I take both angles equal. The value of angle 1 is given 50 degree. I write 50 degree. And angle 2 is given x. So I write here x. The value of x become 50 degree. This is the answer of first part. I want to find the angle of y. Okay? There is angle y in this. Now, you know the one property, exterior angle property I want to use. First, I want to explain what is exterior angle property. In a triangle, this is the exterior angle of a triangle. This exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. This is the exterior angle property. This angle number 3. Suppose this triangle having 3 angles, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to angle 4. This angle 4 is exterior angle of this triangle. This angle 4 exterior angle is going to equal to sum of these two angles, angle 1 plus angle 2. This is known as exterior angle property of a triangle. Okay, but I want to use this property now to find the value of y. See what I am going to write here. Since this is exterior angle, so write angle PRD. This exterior angle is going to equal to sum of these two angles. So I write here angle x plus angle y. Since angle x value I written on the board, so I take 50 and y going to remain as it is. The value of PRD is given, which is equal to 127 degree. I want to explain again. This is exterior angle PRD. This exterior angle is going to equal angle x plus y. So I write here angle x plus y. Value of x is given 50 degree. I write 50 degree. Value of this angle is also given 127 degree. So I write here 127 degree. Now I will take this 50 degree from right to left. So this becomes 127 minus 50 equal to y. So value of y becomes 77 degree. This is the answer of this question. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Send me message better if you have any doubt in this question. Question number 6. Read the statement what is given. Okay. I want to is there or not? Okay, beta, now I want to start. Good morning, Shorya beta. Now see on the board. Board is visible, all the students. Yes, sir. Okay, beta. Now I want to start this question. See what is given in this question. I want to explain the statement first. If you able to understand this statement, then it is going to easier to you. Now see what is given. In given figure, PQ and RS. This PQ and RS are two mirrors. It means this is not lines. These are two mirrors. First one is PQ. This is mirror, and RS is also mirror. And both the mirrors are placed parallel to each other. Now see, it is placed parallel to each other. This PQ and RS is not only straight line. This is mirror. Okay, two mirrors are there. PQ and RS, two mirrors are there. They are placed parallel to each other. And incident ray. Incident ray means first ray, which are going to strike the mirror. When this ray going to strike this mirror, then this ray going to reflect. And this ray going to reflect, and this ray, this is the incident ray, this become reflected ray. And for this mirror, this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Okay, understand? For mirror PQ, I am going to discuss mirror PQ. For mirror PQ, this ray is incident ray. Okay, since this is incident ray, therefore this ray BC for mirror PQ, it is a reflected ray. Okay, this is a reflected ray for mirror PQ. And for mirror RS, this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Okay. Now, what is question? Here, an incident ray AB. This is incident ray AB. Strike the mirror PQ. This AB incident ray going to strike mirror PQ at B point. Okay. The reflected ray move along the path BC. Now, this is the reflected ray. The name of this ray is BC. Now this reflected ray going to move with the path BC and strikes the mirror RS. Now this reflected ray going to strike the mirror RS. When this ray going to strike the RS, now this mirror is become incident ray for this mirror. Okay, this ray is going to become incident ray for this mirror, and this CD ray become the reflected. Okay. Now see, and gain the reflected back along the CD, and it is going to reflect back along the CD. Now prove that these two rays AB and CD are parallel. In my question, I want to prove that this AB and CD are going to parallel to each other. Okay, this is your statement. Okay, is it clear, beta? This statement is clear to all. Okay, board is blurred. Okay, beta, I want to check, beta. 1 minute, beta, 1 minute. Now, is it okay, beta? Is it okay? Okay, beta. Okay. I'm going to ask from Dimple ma'am. Dimple ma'am is not there. Okay. Okay, beta, Vansh, I want to repeat it, beta. Here, okay, beta, I got your message. Board is clear now. Okay, beta, now I want to explain again. See on the board, I want to explain this again. In question number 6, what is given? In the given figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors. These two mirrors are given. This is not only straight line. These are PQ and RS are mirror. Okay, and they are placed parallel to each other. These two lines, it means PQ and RS are parallel to each other. These two mirrors are placed parallel to each other. This is written in the question. And incident ray means AB. This ray is called incident ray, and BC ray become reflected ray. When this going to strike mirror, and this going to back reflect, this AB become incident ray and this become a reflected ray for mirror PQ. But for mirror RS, this BC become incident ray and this become reflected ray. Okay, beta? Understand? This become incident ray for this mirror, and this is going to be a reflected ray for this mirror. But in this case, for the first mirror, incident ray is AB and reflected ray is BC. For first mirror PQ. Now it is written on the board. In an incident ray, AB strike the mirror PQ. When this incident ray going to strike mirror PQ, then it is going to reflect from point B. Then it is going to reflect from point B and move along the BC. Again strike the mirror RS, and again it going to the reflect. Okay, this is the reflected ray. Now in this question, we have to show that these two rays, AB and CD, are going to parallel to each other. This is the question. Okay, beta? Is it clear? Statement is clear to all? Now I'm going to solve this question. I'm going to ask from some students. I'm going to ask from Latika, because this question sent by Latika. Latika, I have unmuted you, beta.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Statement is clear, beta?
No, sir, actually the network issue is there.
Okay, then I want to repeat it, beta. Okay?
Okay, sir.
I'm going to repeat it again. Now see what is given in this question, because if you able to understand this statement, then it is going to be easier for you. Okay? Now see what is given. In the given figure, this is the figure. PQ and RS, these two are the mirror. These two are not ray, these are the mirror. And these two mirrors are going to place parallel to each other. It means PQ and RS are two parallel mirror. Now in this, an incident ray, AB strike the mirror PQ. This ray is known as incident ray. When this ray strike mirror PQ, then it is going to reflect from point BC with the path BC. This ray is going to reflect with the path BC or mirror RS. This reflected ray become incident ray. When this incident ray strike mirror RS, then it is going to reflect again. In this question, we have to prove that this incident ray and this reflected ray are parallel to each other. This is the question. Okay, beta? Now, I want to solve. To solve this question, I want to make some construction. What I want to do, I take perpendicular. I take perpendicular at C. This is perpendicular. I draw perpendicular line. Name of this line become A, B, C, D, E, Q. I take S. And at point B again I draw one perpendicular. I name it S. S is already taken. So I take it L and M. L and M. Now I draw construction. What I write here, draw CB. Draw CB perpendicular upon PQ. And this line MC. This line MC is going to perpendicular upon RS. Okay? As you know, perpendicular is of angle 90 degree. If this CB is perpendicular upon this line PQ, and also this line MC is going to perpendicular upon RS. This RS line and this is perpendicular. So angle between these two lines are 90 degree and they are going to parallel. Since angle between both the lines are same, therefore these two lines are known as parallel lines. So I take this line BL and MC as parallel lines. I want to consider these two lines as a parallel lines. Okay, reason I going to tell again. Since this line are perpendicular, and you know that perpendicular angle is 90 degree, same angle is there. When both angles are same, then the lines are known as parallel lines. These two lines are parallel. So I want to consider line LB and MC as a parallel lines. Now these two lines I want to take parallel. Okay, beta? Now see, I want to explain again. Since this ray, this is line parallel. So I write here since BL is parallel to MC. These two lines are parallel. Therefore, I'm going to write some angles here. I write here angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. I write here angle 1 and angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Okay, since these two lines are parallel, and you know that when two lines are parallel, then these angles are known as alternate interior angle. Using same property, this angle number 2 and angle number 3 become equal. I write here angle 2 equal to angle 3. Reason alternate interior angles. Why I write angle 2 equal to angle 3? Since these two lines are parallel, and between two parallel lines, if one angle is in the left side, another angle is in the right side, they are known as alternate interior angles. So write angle 2 equal to angle 3, both equal because they are alternate interior angles. Okay, beta, clear? Now see what is given. Now these two angles become equal, and it is given that this incident ray, since this is an incident angle, I want to explain these two angles first. Angle 1 and angle 2. I want to explain the relation between angle 1 and 2. This angle is known as angle of incident. This angle 1 is known as angle of incident. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. This is you are going to study in your physics when ray chapter is there. One, you have to study in when incident ray are going to go back with the reflected ray. Then these two angles are equal. Reason, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incident is angle 1, and angle of reflection is angle 2. So therefore, these two angles are going to equal each other. Okay, beta, it is clear. This angle 1 is known as angle of incidence. This angle 2 is known as angle of reflection. In physics, you are going to study that these two angles, when this ray is going to strike back, then they make equal angle. This is the reason I write here angle 1 equal to angle 2, both are equal. In the similarly, this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Therefore, angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal. This is the reason I take these two angles also equal. Okay, beta, I want to ask if you have any doubt in this question. I want to ask from Sayam. Sayam is there. Sayam, I have unmute you, beta. Sayam. Sayam, unmute you, beta. Shivam. I want to ask from Shivam. 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 No response. It means I want to ask from Ashish. Ashish, I have unmute you, beta. Ashish Kumar, 9th Blossom. I have unmute you, beta. Ashish. Okay, okay, Latika, I want to repeat it, beta. Okay, I want to repeat it. Latika, okay. Latika, I have unmute you, beta. Latika, I
Yes, sir.
have from this particular.
Yes, sir. Sir, from that you told no construction, we have to do explain that point only.
From this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Before starting this question, you have to make construction data. You have to draw perpendicular. You have to draw perpendicular at point B and at point C. When I draw perpendicular, the name of this line becomes BL. This BL line is going to be perpendicular upon PC. So you have to write draw LB. I write here LB. This is L beta. This line is LB is going to perpendicular to PQ, and this line MC I draw perpendicular. First I draw these two lines are perpendicular. Since these two lines are perpendicular, therefore they are going to parallel to each other. Okay, perpendicular lines are parallel to each other. This is the reason I write here BL and CM. BL and CM are parallel to each other. Since these two lines are parallel, therefore angle 2 and angle 3 become alternate interior angle. Okay, beta Latika, how it is clear?
Yes, sir.
After that, I write here angle of incident is equal to angle of refraction. This angle is known as incident angle. Angle 1 is known as angle of incident, and angle 2 is known as angle of refraction. Therefore, these two angles are going to equal to each other. This is the reason I write both angles equal. In the similarly, these two angles are also equal because this is an incident ray and this is the refracted ray. So therefore, this angle 3 and angle 4 are going to equal to each other with the same reason. Okay?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So see, what to do here? I want to make multiply both the terms by 2. Can I multiply both the terms by 2? I want to multiply these two angles by 2. Okay? I want to multiply these two angles by 2. After multiplying 2, can I write this angle 2 plus angle 2 and this as angle 3 plus angle 3? Can I write? Two times of angle can be written as angle 2 plus 2 because angle 2 plus 2 is right. I'm going to write 2 times of angle 2. As you know, angle 2 plus angle 2 can be written as 2 times of angle 2. In the same way, 2 times of angle 2 can be written as angle 2 plus 2. As you know, angle 3 and angle 3 become 2 times of angle 3 and angle 2 times of 3 can be written as same angle 3 plus angle 3. Okay, beta, after writing this, I want to use this. I take both the number equal to 1. I write here from 1. I write here from 1. From 1, what is written? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. It means I want to change first two angles. Instead of angle 2, I want to write angle 1. When I write angle 1, what is left? 2. I want to write angle 3 as 4. I write angle 4. And what is left? Angle 3. Okay, now see. This angle 1 plus angle 2 become angle 1 plus angle 2 become A, B, C. So I write here angle A, B, C. After that, angle 3 plus 4. This angle 3 plus 4 become D, C, B. Instead of angle 3 plus 4, I write here DCB. DCB. These two angles are equal. Since these two angles are equal, but these are when one angle is in their left, another angle is left, right. These angles are known as alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are made always between two parallel lines. These alternate angle, corresponding angle are made between two parallel lines. If two parallel lines are there, then there is the possibility they can be alternate or corresponding angle. If I prove these two angles are alternate angle, it means these two lines become parallel. Okay, beta? Now in this question, I prove this angle ABC is equal to angle BCB. Since these are alternate interior angles, this is the reason these two lines become parallel. So you have to write since these are alternate interior angles, therefore this line AB is going to parallel line CD. This is the reason, because they are alternate interior angle, and we know that these alternate angles are made between two parallel lines. If two parallel lines are there, then the possibility is there they are going to make alternate angle, corresponding angle, and co-interior angle. Okay, beta? I prove that these are alternate angle. Since these are alternate angle, therefore these two lines become parallel. Okay, beta? If you have any doubt in this question, send me message. I want to ask from Latika first. Here I have doubt. Okay, beta, I want unmute you. Here I have unmute you, beta.
Yes, sir.
Tell me from here you have problem.
Sir, I am having doubt where you have written that 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by angle 3. So how this has come?
This one,
Yes, sir.
beta, when two equations are equal, when two sides are equal, suppose left hand side are equal to right hand side. Okay, you multiply both the sides by the same number, then the result is going to again equal.
Yes, sir.
Here, as you know, 4 is equal to 4.
Yes, sir.
Equal to 4. Okay, beta, this is left hand side and this is right hand side. So write 4 equal to 4. Left hand side and right hand side both are equal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This number by 2 and this number by 2. This become 8 and this become 8. Again, these two results are equal. Left hand side equal to right hand side.
Yes, sir.
When two sides are equal, about angle 2 equal to angle 3. Since these two are equal, if I multiply both the angle with the same number, I want to multiply these two numbers with the same number, 2 and 2. If I multiply first angle by 2 and other by 3, then it is not going to equal. See, example. If I multiply first number by 2 and going to multiply second number by 3, that will become 8 equal to 12. But this is not equal. Okay, beta?
Okay, sir.
Two sides are equal and we are going to multiply, divide, plus, minus with the same number. Result is going to the
So,
same.
sir, what is the need of multiplying those angles with 2?
This is the need, but I want to expand this angle. In my result, I want to expand this angle. I want to this complete angle. For this complete angle, I want to multiply it by. Okay, beta?
So, sir, how we will get to know that we have to expand the angle?
Okay, beta. In this question, what are you going to prove? Angle is this AB and CD parallel. We are going to prove these two lines are parallel. Okay. This is the question. You have to prove these two lines parallel, beta.
Yes, sir.
This angle between them. If I prove angle between them are equal, then there is the only possibility. Then these two lines are parallel. If I prove two angles are equal, if I want to prove these two angles are equal, then these two lines become parallel by alternating these angle. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir.
I want to need this complete angle. For this complete angle, I want to expand this angle too. For expand angle to the both side by 2. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir.
Multiply it by 2, then it can be written as 2 times of plus 2, and this written as angle 3 plus angle 3. After that, I replace this angle 2 by 1 and angle 3 by 4 because I proved already this angle 1 angle 2 barabar equal and angle 3 is angle 4 equal. So instead of angle 2, I write here angle 1, and instead of angle 3, I write angle 4. When I write angle 1 plus 2, this become complete angle. So I write here A, B, C. After that, this becomes also complete angle. This complete angle. This becomes DCP. Since these two angles are equal, but these are alternative angles, therefore these two lines become each other. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
okay, wait. Now, any problem from exercise 6.3? Send me message which question you want to solve on the board. 6.3 beta. Send me message beta. Here your mic is open.
Yes, sir.
Which
Sir,
question?
I'm having doubt in last question of 6.3.
Okay, last question is also very important question, beta. This is very important question from exercise 6.3. So I want to start with this question. I want to ask some more questions from other students. I want to solve the last question of this exercise. Suppose this is very important question from this exercise. Question number 6. So I want to do this question first. What is given in question number 6? Check from your books. I want to write this question on the board. After that, send more questions which you want to solve on the board. I want to ask from other students also. See what is given. One figure is given. I want to draw this figure first. Without figure, I want to note, check your any geometrical problem. Okay, you have to draw a figure first. P, Q, R. This is P. And this is S. Okay. Now, what is given in this question? The side QR of triangle PQR are fused to S. Okay. If bisector of angle PQR, now bisector are given beta. PQR, where is PQR? PQR. This is bisector. Since this line is a bisector, it means angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. It is given. When this line is going to bisect of this angle, it means angle 1 and angle 2 are given equal. And again, angle PRS, where is angle PRS? This angle PRS having again bisector. Since this line is bisector of this angle, therefore this angle number 3 and angle number 4 also become equal. It is given. Okay, I want to write it again. If the bisector of angle PQR and angle PRS meet at point T. They are going to meet at point T. Okay, these two are the bisector of this given two angles. Then prove that angle QTR is equal to half angle QPR. Okay, I want to prove this question. Now see what is given. In this question, angle PQR. Where is angle PQR? I'm going to show with another color. Angle PQR. This is angle P and this is angle Q and this R. This angle is PQR. Okay. Since it is given this line QT. This line QT is bisector of angle Q. It means angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. I want to start my question from the bisector point. See, I write here solution. So I write here QT I take this ray QT. This QT bisect angle PQR. It is given in the question. Since QT bisect angle PQR. Since this line is going to bisect, meaning of bisect means these two angles are going to equal. So therefore, angle 1 equal to angle 2. I take it number 1. Because QT bisect angle PQR, this is the reason I write angle 1 equal angle 2, or you can write half of angle Q. This is angle Q. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. It means this is the half of angle Q. Angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to half of angle Q. I take it number 1. After that, it is also given the bisector of angle R PRS. It is PRS beta. This is PRS. The bisector of angle PRS meet at point T. It means this is the bisector of this angle. Since what is the name of this line? RT. RT is bisector of angle PRS. It is given. So right here also PR bisect angle PRS. Since this line is going to bisect this angle, therefore angle 3 and angle 4 also become equal. When these two angles are equal, it means the half of angle R, they are known of half of angle R because this angle is known as angle R. Okay? When these two angles are equal, it means angle 3 to angle 4 are going to half of angle R. So write angle 3 to angle 4 equal to half of angle R. I take it number 2. Okay? Clear beta? Any doubt? Send me message. I want to. Shriya, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, beta?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay, beta, I want to ask from Sanpreet. Sanpreet, I have unmute you, beta. Sanpreet. Sanpreet.
Yes, sir.
Beta, any doubt?
No, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I want to explain next. Now see, I take this triangle first. Okay, I'm going to make separate beta so that you can better understand. I take this triangle. Name of this triangle is QTR. I write here QTR. Okay, I take this triangle beta. What is written? Angle 4. Here, this is angle R. And this is going to become angle 4, angle 2, and angle 2. See, I take this triangle QTR. QTR. Okay. What is written here? 4. I write here 4. What is written here? 2. I take 2. What is written here? T. I take. Okay. Now I want to. Why I take out from this figure? I want to use one property. One property. Which property I want to use? I want to use exterior angle property. What is the exterior angle property? Sanpreet, do you know what is exterior angle property of triangle? Sanpreet, do you know what is the exterior angle property of triangle? Yeah, do you know
Yes, sir.
what is exterior angle property in a triangle? Do you know?
Exterior angle property of a triangle. Sir,
No. So I want to explain first. This is a triangle. A triangle having how many angles? 1, 2, and 3. 4 triangles having 3 angles. Okay, beta? Shriya,
yes, sir.
are you there? Angle
Yes,
1,
sir.
4 triangles having 3 angles. Okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
So these 3 angles are known as interior angle. All these angles are lies in the interior of the triangle. Therefore, these are known as interior angle. Okay, beta?
Okay, sir.
This is the exterior angle. This is the exterior angle of this triangle. And the property is exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of opposite two interior angle. Opposite means this one. Angle 1 plus angle 2. This alone, exterior angle 4 is going to equal sum of these two angles. This property is known as exterior angle property. Angle 4 is exterior angle. This angle is going to equal sum of two opposite interior angle. Opposite means this one, angle 1 and angle 2. When I add these two angles, This property is known as exterior angle property. Clear, beta?
Clear, sir.
Now I'm going to use this property, beta. Exterior angle property, I'm going to use this triangle. In this triangle, QTR. So I write here in triangle QTR. QTR. What I write? Going to write angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus angle T. I write here angle 4 equal to angle 2 plus angle 3 by exterior angle property. Is it clear to all? This I write by using exterior angle property. I take this triangle first. I take angle QTR first. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Second triangle. I'm going to draw second triangle again. I want to separate this triangle QPR. The name of this triangle is QPR, and this is going to S. Now see, this is QPR, and in its exterior, how many angles are there? Angle 3 and 4. So right here, angle 3 and 4. These both are the exterior of this triangle. See carefully. PR and the exterior of this angle 3 and 4 are there. So I take both angle 3 and 4. Similarly, in the interior, see, I want to expand this angle. Q. What I write here, angle 1 or 2. So, sorry, I write wrong name. This is PQR. PQRS. Okay, beta? Now, I want to expand angle Q. In angle Q, can I write angle 1 or angle 2? See,
Yes.
angle Q, 1 and 2. I write 1 and 2. In the exterior of this triangle, return 3 and 4. I take both angles. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to take this triangle and use exterior angle property in this triangle. Here in triangle PQR, I want to use again exterior angle property. What is the exterior angle? PRS. Write the name of PRS. This is exterior angle of this triangle. This angle is going to equal angle P plus angle Q. So right here angle P plus angle Q. Instead of angle PRS, can I write angle 3 plus 4? Because angle 3 plus 4 is going to represent PRS. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Means instead of angle PRS, I can write angle 3 plus 4. Similarly, instead of angle Q, I can write angle 1 plus angle 2. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Instead of angle Q, I can write angle 1 plus 2. Now I need to change these angles. Since, see on the board, what is given in angle 1 and angle 2? I want to use these two. I write here from 1 and 2. To whom I want to change? See, in my third part, angle 4 and angle 2 are given. In third part, angle 4 and angle 2 are there. So I want to take all the angles as angle 4 and angle 2. I want to convert angles in the form 4 and 2. I want to convert this angle 3. This angle 3 is equal to angle 4. It is given in the 2. See, in second, what is it written? Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. It means angle is 3. I can write angle 4. Okay, beta? By
Yes, sir.
instead of angle, I can write angle 4 because these two angles are equal. Okay? After that, angle 3 is there. I want to change angle 1. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It means instead of angle 1, I want to write angle 2. When I change this angle by 2 and change this angle by 4, this become 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 means 2 times of angle 4. And this become angle P. And this become 2 times of angle 2. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to use number 3. I write here 4 on 3. This is the last step. It means instead of 4, I can write angle 2 plus 3. I want to write instead of angle 4, angle 2 plus 3 because it is given in the third part. So I want to use third part. Instead of 4, I want to write angle 2 plus angle 3. I write here angle 2 plus angle 3. Oh, sorry. Angle 2 plus angle T is there. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to angle P plus 2 times of angle 2. Now I want to open the bracket. When I open the bracket, this becomes 2 times of angle 2. And this becomes 2 times of angle T. And this becomes angle P plus 2 times of angle 2. Now these two are going to cancel. These two are going to cancel. What is left? 2 times of angle T equal to angle P. So value of T is become half of angle P. Now see, angle T equal to half of P. What is the name of the angle T? This angle T. Can I write QTR instead of T, I can write QTR
Yes, sir.
angle P. I'm going to name the angle P. The name of angle P is QTR. So write here QTR and check your answer. What do we have to do? QTR equal to half an angle QTR. QTR equal to half angle QTR. Okay, beta, clear to all?
Sir, I want to ask one thing.
Yes, ask.
Sir, where you have written in angle Q in triangle QTR, angle 4 is equal to L plus T. So over there, L plus T is angle 2 plus 3.
L plus T. Where is L plus T, beta? This is 2 beta, not L. This is 2 beta.
Okay, sir.
This is 2 plus T, beta. This is angle T. This is angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus 3. Instead of angle 4, I write angle 2 plus 3, beta. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
The bracket, when you open the bracket, this is going to cancel. What is left? Put angle D, put angle P. Take this two from left to right. This is going to divide. So angle D become angle P. Name that angle. Name this angle T. T can be written as QTR, and this angle P can be written as QTR. When you write the name, then you got your answer. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubt?